Hey everybody, Ron Williams here again. You might know me as RW Genealogy Memoirs on most social media platforms. Thanks for joining me on my genealogical journey to uncover the missing first 57 years of my grandfather's secretive life. If you're new to my YouTube page here, please check out my past videos where I give a lot more information about the story. You know, I call myself a genealogical hobbyist, certainly not an expert, but rather a beginner that's delving into this interesting, fascinating world. And I've noticed that a lot of times I uncover things that cause me to pause. Sort of go, what's going on? That doesn't make a lot of sense. And I uncovered one such instance when I began researching my grandfather's mysterious missing first 57 years. Because my grandfather died before I was born, I didn't have a lot of clues to work with. So of course I began by interviewing family members. And one of the things I was told was that my grandfather was Irish. In fact, he used to tell his children, "You're as Irish as the pigs in Dublin," which was quite an image. So of course, as I began researching my grandfather's life, I expected to find some Irish ties. So you'll imagine my surprise when I found that not only was my grandfather English, but his parents were English. As well, it seemed that his great-grandparents were English. The more I looked, I couldn't find any definitive document that stated that anyone in my grandfather's life was Irish. Okay. Now, later on, as I continued, I did find a few forms that my grandfather filled out in his latter years, stating that his mother was born in Ireland. But again, researching her, I couldn't find any links. What made it even more confusing is, as I spoke to other ancestors and descendants, I learned that my grandfather had a younger brother, Walter Dennis. And Walter Dennis had actually almost disowned one of his own daughters for marrying an Irishman. The great thing about genealogy is it really paints a picture of day-to-day life of your ancestors. And it made me wonder, what was the family dynamic concerning the Irish? It must have been a family divided to some extent, with my grandfather sort of wishing and make-believing that he was Irish, and his own brother disowning a family member for being Irish. Also, though, it makes me wonder what other puzzles I'll uncover as I continue my search. Will I ever come up with an Irish link to the Williams family? I guess that's just something I'll have to see. Please check out my videos. Take a look at my presence on social media. My website is ronwilliamsmemoirs.com. And again, you can find me on most social media platforms at RW Genealogy Memoirs. Thanks, everybody. Check in soon.